Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. If it's the first time you're here, you might want to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon too. Now the format of tonight's live session, live from the bank, we're going to be doing like a question answer. If I can help you with any of your carp fishing problems, queries, helping you to put more fish on the bank. About 30 minutes in, we're going to do the three winners for the competition that we ran for the washed out pop-ups. Evening Matt, evening guys, hope you're all well. It's been a beautiful day today. Evening Crafty Carp at 69, hope you're well. Can you hear me okay guys? Thanks Paul, enjoying it, lovely. Oi oi Gaz, evening Flynn, crisp, lovely, great. So I'm doing it on the old iPhone, so all good, lovely Carl, thanks. Good to see you here again Carl. Mind the black chickens, roosters in the house, love it. Rooster Nelthorpe, big shout out to you. Evening Martin, evening Steve, evening Graham, evening Jason. Hi Darian, we're on the bank as well, all from Netherlands. Hi Marcel, all the way from Netherlands, great to see you here guys. Hello Trevor, evening Roy, good to see you here again mate. Yeah, I've been floater fishing today Roy, so hi Brian, hope you're well. Hi Richard, hi Anthony. God, we've got 54 of you in here already. See how it grows, this community grows, doesn't it? Helping each other out. Enjoying the weather, yes Kelvin, it's most certainly a bit hot for me. Stormy weather news question from Darian. How to get better indication of stormy weather when using slackline? Or I'd probably use a back lead and tighten it up on the bottom. Oi oi Paul. Hi Stephen. Hi Gaz. I did have one today, Gaz, off the top. Took me a little while to get them going. A nice 25-pound linear. Evening Lee. Pleasure Peter, good to have you here. I'm always happy to help anyone. Yes Carl, I had a nice 25 linear today off the top. No problem Darian. Sweating worse than Jimmy Savile. Yeah, Phil. It's I've been sweating my nuts off as well. Black chickens actually haven't been too bad, nor the swans nor the ducks, even with the floaters. Geese have been a little bit of a problem, but that's about it. Good to see you Carl as well, glad to have you here. Robert, good to have you here. Question from Carp the 69. I've been offered a Carp Kinetics carry-all which I can store all my tackle in. Is it worth 30 quid? For a carry-all, it depends what the material is. You know, you probably won't pay any carp tax on the Carp Kinetics carry-all. It depends if it's the right size and it fits your requirements. Then if it was 100 quid it'd be worth it, wouldn't it? Cheers Brian. Cheers Gaz. What hook bait do I use on the top? I use a few different ones. Chum mixer, but not very often. I use a bit of brown foam and a little yellow bit of foam on top so you can see it. Or I use plastic baits, like a little 10mm plastic red Enterprise. Red seems to be a good colour, that's what I had to buy on today. Or I use a chopped down brown pop-up. Tips are normal, not low or high, in between. No problem Crafty. Send me a picture. At the bank alright for some, eh? Well, just a quick overnighter. No, they're not spawning here Paul, they don't spawn here till about mid-June, July. What type of binos do I recommend? Oh, let's have a look. I think I might have. I'll tell you what binos I've got. They're called Opticron. Opticron. There you go, look, Opticron ones. Lovely ones they are. Had them for years. Work lovely. Right. Best reel for a floater rod. Nice and light one. SS 2600 by Dower. or a little fox one, any nice and small spool on it really. I mate uses spod mixed with low line pop-ups or balanced bottom baits. How much would you put over each rod? Depends on how many fish you've got in there, and if everyone else is putting loads out, they'll probably fish singles. I'd have a low line pop-up, but I'd also fish probably a balanced bottom bait as well, just to see which was working. Good question, Lee. Multi-rig as a bottom rig. Yeah, you can do, Brian, but I use other rigs I think are better for bottom baits. Pop second-hand geared away, get a cracker for 30 quid. So one fill. VW Journeyman, good to have you in here. He says, do you think the diving birds put the carp off feeding? They can do, but they're in their natural environment, aren't they? So they're used to seeing that all the time, and lots of times I've had fish pick up my baits. That's why I mesh them up now, or on plastic, if you're using plastic, dropping them, then 10 minutes later you get a bite of a carp. Yes, I do, Steph. I do a bit of surface fishing. I like a bit of surface fishing. Yep, definitely, Graham. For a couple of weeks they should close for. As soon as they start spawning, 10 days minimum. Cheers, Kevin. Yep, Max, I could well believe it. Darian, like I was 24, I had to compete with the other guys to pick up the big girls. Oh, blimey, that's a difficult one. Location. Just be confident in what you're doing, Darian, and believe in your own ability to catch the big ones. Shouldn't watch these and make me want to ring in sick and go fishing. I know I used to do that a lot, Jason, when I used to work for someone else. Just sent you the pic. Cheers, Crafty. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, Brian, I think they've started quite a lot of places, hence why I'm here. I'll give you a little look. Look, I'm here, and look who else is in the house. Look at him, look! Look! It's the old carp dog in the house. Let's have a look at some more of these questions. Matthew, yes, chickpeas are a very good bait. Very underused, Matthew, as well. Mark Perks says, hi Leon, what rig is better for tigers, blowback or KD? Also, would you balance the tigers with corn tip or with a fake core? I wouldn't use a blowback or a KD. I'd use a wide gape hook with a smallish ring you can get on there, or a bit of silicone just to hold it on round the bend, and I'd have a balanced tiger on there, maybe with a little tiny little bit of tip of plastic corn. Hi Ben, so I need a bit of factor 50 for the noggin. Yeah, you certainly do. Yeah mate, look, about factor 100 I do. Carp dog, yeah, he's here, Jason, he's loving it. Blowback rig on a long shank with shrink tube kicker, nails them. That's my best bottom bait rig, I reckon. I use something very similar, Carl, with braid. My bottom bait rigs, I use a lot of braid. It just hangs over everything. Any advice on a cheeky wife? Get a new wife, Brian. Hi Luke, hi mate, respooled my reels last night. Should my leader not be the back of the spool? If so, what is front back? The leader that I use, I think, is a back-to-back grinner. So it doesn't matter where it is. I never have any problems with it frapping up or anything. Thomas Kavanagh, thanks for being in the room. Do you look for flat spots with surface fishing off the wind or in little bays? What I do is I use like chum mixers or little floating pellets, and I soak them in oil. You can use oil from Tesco, salmon oil, hemp oil, excuse me, and what that does, it creates its own flat spot. You did toot, did you, Brian? Mate, I was probably doing something else. If you'd messaged me before, I would have listened out for it. Always rode fish singles. I fish fire local couples, very different stockings. Yes, Lee, I love fishing singles. I've done really, really well. When everyone else is piling in bait, especially in the spring, singles have been the best winner for me. Would you ever use salted peanuts then as a bait? I never have done, but I don't know, they're still a bit hard, aren't they? What rig would I use for a slow flowing river? I'd use probably about a 5 ounce lead and probably quite a stiff long hook link, so it floats around in the current. Hi Mike, hi, Top Spawn here, just back from 24 hours of frustration as they chased each other frolicking in the sun. No point fishing for them, Mike, leave them to it. Give it a couple of weeks, they'll be back on it. Gary, trim down pop-up on a hair, tight to hook shank for floater fishing. What do you reckon? I like to use a hair, just like a normal, about that much, about an inch of a hair to my pop-up on a knotless knot. Seems to nail them every time. I don't have it tight to anything. Sun out, mozzies out. Do you use the red light trick to find the little bugs in the bivvy as you're getting your head down? I don't actually get many problems from them. If I do, I use the coils that you set alight. I gas, leg cord, tubing or safe zone leaders. I have to be tubing with leg cord second. Safe zone leaders, don't like them at all. Hi Shane, yeah, lovely evening for it. Give us press that like button, guys. See if we got 84 people in here, 27 likes. Press that like button. Let's get them like, that's it, 28. Let's get those likes pumping up. Of course, if you like it, if you like these live videos, make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon, because then you'll get notified every time I go live. You like it, James? The pinpoint and hook sharpener. Their hooks are absolutely phenomenal, James, as well. Mega, mega, mega sharp. Oh, Leon, do I rate X-Line for the extra money it costs compared to Fox? I would say X-Line is one of the better ones. It's definitely up there in the top 2 or 3. Oh, I've got itchy nose. Definitely, the X-Line's a good line. I used it for years in £20, I think it was. If you want to cast a little bit further, use the Gardner one, the Gardner Mirage. That's a good one. I'm going to do a review on that at some point over the next few months. Citronina candles, they're the ones, Graham. Closed for 2 weeks. Yep, it's just the way it is, isn't it, Max? Cheers, Carl. Great tip on signals, Leon, thanks. Was giving it a go last 2 weeks and had 6 fish up to £30. There you go, see, works, doesn't it, Carl? I wouldn't give you bad info. Hi, Gidris. Lift free leaders like Fox Submerged. Yeah, I mean, they can be good, Brian. I haven't used them myself. Right, would you ever glug wafters? If so, what process would you do? I would do, but you're probably going to make them less buoyant. I'd probably glug them with like a hemp oil or something like that. That works. I like hemp oil. Or a stick mix liquid, something like that. Yo Lee, hi mate, is fishing your main job or do you have a day job? I have a day job. I've got my own company which does social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, digital media marketing for lots of different companies, not just fishing companies. Some fishing companies, but some non-fishing companies. So I bring my laptop or I bring my iPad and I work from the bank when I get a night or two during the week. But normally I fish weekends. Chills, have you knocked up your own up and down mix? Yeah, well, seems like hard work really when I can get some from different companies. Yeah, cheers William, was a lovely comment, wasn't it? 80 more than a 15mm waff milk, so I was going to put, yep, give Call to Goo a go on those, see what happens. You know, if it works, go with it. If it gives you confidence, go with it. The secret park that's just closed for 4 weeks, Leo, so floater rod or stalking gear, come out to play. What do you prefer? I prefer floater fishing to stalking, much. I love it. Cheers, Andy. Well, it's worked hard to get there, Andy. I'm good, Adrian. How are you? Type rig safer when playing a fish because of the angle of the line. Yeah, it's a good one, guys. What do you think of? I haven't seen them yet. The Calder drop-off system. You know, like the leg core or the it's like a drop-off system. Anyone used it? Is it any good? Is it worth having a look at? We late to summer. How would you find fishable spots without too much spooking? I would use probably a 1 ounce lead and just cast the little areas till I find a drop, pull it back, then put a rig on, clip it up, put a normal rig on, just pull it back and see if it's clear. Have I ever fished London Docklands? No, I used to work there many years ago. There's loads of big fish in there, Max. Honestly, Docklands, there's loads of them. Fishing whales, do you prefer bait with chopped or whole boilie? Depends really, I use both. No problem, T800, always happy. I reply to everyone. Everyone that sends a message or puts a comment on my YouTube videos, I reply to everybody. Heli-safe, that's what it's called, Luke, thanks for that. Work well, not always necessary to drop lead though. Gardner system looks good. Okay, I have to have a look at the HeliSafe. Cog system with HeliSafe. Haven't used either of them, Ben. Only product like it on market, so can change as they charge as they please. It's probably very expensive, aren't they? Got some cream on that solar panel. Don't get burnt, you know, Michael. Luckily, I don't really suffer that much. Drop off heli system, very good. Thanks, Trevor. Safe, mate. Very good bit of kit. Yeah, I've heard it's quite good. I might have to buy some and see how they are. Christ and Incognita Fluorine, £18.25, good leader, mate. Yep. That's good. 104 of you in the house here. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon, and you'll never miss another video again. Hi, Michael. I use a call to HeliSafe, get on them, worked well for me. Guys, I'm trying to get, I've got about 3,800 almost subscribers now. And before my birthday in July, I want to try and get to 5,000. So let's see if we can do it. The Carp Dog says, the Carp Dog reckons we can do it. So yeah, linear tomorrow, mate. Any tips? Oh, they might be spawning down there. Wouldn't surprise me. I'd check if I was you. Or just fish singles, little bags down there. They like bits down there. T800. They like little bits of like plastic corn or trimmed down boilie. You know. When do I start filling it in? I'm not really a fill it in type of person. I probably use more bait in winter than I do in summer or spring. Summer I put a bit more out, particles and boilies, but I don't really fill it in. I want to get a bite, I don't want to feed them. What would you use a power pack for 48 hours? This is the power pack I used, the Rich Monkey one. Never let me down yet, but I'm sure there's plenty more ones out there. If you've got any good ones, guys, let me know and I'll try and do a couple of reviews on a comparison out of 3 or something. Yeah, that sounds about right, Luke. I suspected that, as most lakes are spawning at the moment. Best rig for just fishing clear spots, Lewis Pugh asks. I would say, Lewis, a braided long shank bottom bait rig. I've done a video on it, go and check it out. I mainly use cooler. Yep, Matthew. Some of their gear's alright, some of it I don't like. Plus it's got carp tags. Your birthday's on the 13th of July, mine's 2nd of July, Gildress. Up the car drop, yeah, Michael, look, here he is, look. Here he is, look, doing what he normally does, just lies there, snoring away, eating and everything else he does. No, he's fine, he's chilling, it's quite cool here, I'm out of the sun. I think they are spawning at Linear. Little rough taxi for Mikey. No, he's fine, he's just chilling out. That's what he does, he just has a proper chill out. He's got plenty of water there and food and everything else, and he's great. Kiss my ass, oh nice. Yeah, I think you might be going Russia. Best pop-up rig. There's 2 or 3 I like. The main one I've been using recently is the Johnny Mac multi-rig. I like the stiff hinge, that's good as well. Foreign trips, I was meant to go to Holland back in March. I might try and get out there again later on in the year. Got spammers in the room? Yeah, if we have, they'll be going. I got an Anchor power pack, 6 charges on a smartphone, 20 quid Amazon. It's good feel. Brian Mill, homemade combi made with fluoro braided section, very short. Yep, very good rig that, Brian. Probably a mixture of the two, but probably once they spawn, a little bit of boilie, but they love a tiger in the summer, love a vegetable. Sean, good advice is make sure they're not spawning and see if you can catch them off the top or over depth zigs, and then go back to bottom baits for the night time. Nick in your bag, Michaels. People products, yep, I use a couple of their products, Trevor. I use their jelly wire, brilliant, probably about the best hook link I've ever used. For 1 egg pop-up mix, combination of flavours. Oh, I would say probably recommend flavours for 1 egg pop-up mix. Something like if you can get hold of Tutti Frutti and then butyric acid, something like that. Really potent. Hi Sean, no problem. 117 of you in the house, 116 now. moment. Should be going tomorrow. Don't want to waste the trip. I think there's some guys that I know are down there. Seems to be all right. I think, Luke. I'd give him a ring up. Try and find out. Multi-stiff hinge rig, mate. The multi-stiff hinge rig. I'm not really sure what that one is. I've got a stiff hinge rig or a multi-rig, yeah. See you later, Graham. Thanks for popping in, guys. Don't forget, press that like button if you like these videos, guys. Pineapple banana in equal parts, yeah, that's a good one. 116 guys. Every time we do one of these live feeds, we get more and more people coming into them. So I'm glad you're liking them. Really glad you're liking them, guys. If first time you've tuned in, you like this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and you'll never miss another live video or any of my vlogs or how to do videos again. I wouldn't have thought so, Max. Just do a bit of poaching. Cheers, Liam. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Right, guys, do you do you like the videos I do? Any sort of suggestions, what you'd like to see more of, or do you like the way it's presented? Do you like, it's quite real? High 20s tomorrow. Yeah, the fish will be spawning, Mike. How long does it take for them to spawn? Probably about a week, and they don't all spawn at the same time, Lewis. Off on hooks, yeah, Darian. Your vids are the best. Cheers, Gildress. Really appreciate your comments there. And they're improving, aren't they? Yep, latest, Matthew. Thanks for popping in. Carp Dave, are you going to do a review on a Ridge Monkey head torch, mate? Probably not, Carper. I might do, but to me, if I'm honest, a torch is a torch, isn't it? I've got one there. Look, that one. You pick that up off Amazon. I've had it for a couple of years, and I think it's about 15 quid, something like that. But I reckon the Ridge Monkey one would be very good, because I like the idea of the green light and that. Yeah, I might do a review on it. Cheers, Fishing Whales. Try spot on, pal. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, Max. Cheers, Steve. Any feedback you get, good or bad, I love to hear from you guys. It's all about you and about me helping you with your questions and taking something from the fishing I do. If you can, then great, and applying it in your own fishing. Cheers, Crafty. Yeah, Luke, funny you should say that. I'm looking into getting some t-shirts done, like F the black chickens or something, or it only takes one bite, keep on keeping on, that type of thing. But it might not be for a little while yet, so we'll see. But I will be getting some done. I'll put them on the website or whatever, and we'll see what we can get. Cheers, Lewis. Just got back fishing from my local fishing. I'm sat in the garden, chilling with beer, watching the best fish. Look, Greg, what are you after, Greg, eh? You're after something, aren't you? But thanks for the great comments. Cheers, Paul. Glad you like them. Most real angling place I've seen for years. Nice not to be baffled with buy this, buy that. Exactly, Chris. Anything I do tell you to buy is what I use myself. I always put some links down in my videos to stuff that I use or stuff I'd recommend. I wouldn't put you guys wrong. Cheers, Sean. Yeah, I wouldn't plug something I don't use or I haven't reviewed or tested or had a good look at. If it's a good bit of kit, I've got no problem plugging it. Cheers, Michael. I'm glad I could be of help. Cheers, Greg. Cheers, Brad. I try and keep them real. That's what it's about. I'm an angler as well. I don't want to be sold to by a video. A lot of the videos I see on YouTube, they're all products related, or all branded for one company, and they're just not real, are they? It's not how we live our lives. Cheers, James. Well, Crafty, if you're getting a Ridge Monkey headlight next week, let me know what you think about it. Send me a message through Facebook or whatever and let me know what you think. Cheers, Ian. Glad you like the tackle reviews, the real tackle reviews. Only takes one bite, Michael. XXL, yeah. Little hashtag there or something like that. Oh, well done, Nigel, mate. just back from France, spawning like crazy, lucky to catch 21. Well done, Nigel. If that's Nigel I used to go to school with, good to see you here, mate. Who do you watch on YouTube? Oh, that's a difficult one. Real Fishing UK, they're a good one. There's a few other ones on there. There's a nice new guy on there called Carl G, Northwest Angling. He's pretty real and good with a camera. What do you think of your Neville's? Are they Mark III? Yes, they are, Azza. Oh, I really like them. You know, I've had loads of different buzzers. Another buzzer which I think is good is the Fox NTXR, I think. I had those for years, but they've packed up, so I got myself some Neville's. My own fault that they packed up. The battery's corroded. Hi Carl, like the way it's just a normal bloke talking carp, makes a pleasant change, picked up a couple of tips to help me out, keep it up and I keep watching. Exactly, Carl. You know, if I can give, it's all about you, it's not about me, it's about you and me helping you. You know, this gives me a buzz doing these type of things. You know, and the reason I do it is because I see so many product videos, it just got boring. Have I tried the ESP tungsten loaded braids? No, I haven't, Seth. Are they any good? What do you think of them? Feeling like me, recommend a decent sleeping system, buddy. Mike, decent sleep system for the winter. The Fox one or the Nash one's pretty good. But for spring, summer and late autumn, I use the Fortis Tech Light. It's got two sections. It's really good, but for the depth of winter, it's not brilliant. Cheers, Gary. Great stuff. Get all carp your mates hooked. Lovely, great, brilliant, Gary. Cheers, mate. And you know, I appreciate every single subscriber. Chris, how's the GTHD line shaping up? Really good. I'm quite impressed with it. No twist yet. I've been using it for about 2.5 months now. I like to give it like about 6 months sort of testing. But apart from that, it's been, you know, I'm quite impressed with it. You know, I would recommend it at the moment. Put it that way. Hi guys, does anyone know if the fish are spawning at Orchard Lake to help T800, because he's going there tomorrow and he doesn't know whether the fish are spawning or not. Cheers, Jason even. The only person I've watched who ever done a blanking vid. Everyone blanks, don't they? You know, it's just the way it is. You know, you got to get in the real world. We all blank, we all struggle. We don't catch every time. That's why those videos aren't real. The ones with the guys from whatever company catching loads. It's not the real world, is it? Cheers, Crafty. Great stuff you're doing. Cheers, Darian. Hi, Alex. Love the videos there. Informative and real. What's the best setup for fishing braided mainline? Do you mean what's the best braided mainline, or the best setup? If it's the best setup, I use braided line, but I use a fluorocarbon leader just to give that little bit of give, because it can be quite stiff. When you're playing a fish, you need that little bit of give. So a nylon, fluorocarbon or normal nylon leader is the one. Easy sitting to cook up on the bank, being a junior fishing on my own. Would like to know what you think is the easy and healthiest thing to knock up on the bank. Blimey, I would say probably poached eggs on toast. I have that quite a lot. Poached eggs on toast. See you tomorrow, Luke. Just caught my mate who's there now. Looks good, doesn't seem to be spawning. There you go, T800. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Community helping each other. Let's have a look. Black the Cat. Hi Leon, hope you're doing well. This pillow stuff's amazing. Brilliant, Mark. Hi dude, love this, amazing. You don't need expensive gear to catch carp. Of course you don't. You just need your eyes and what works for you. What is it like fishing in France? Is it harder than the UK waters? As a whole, it's easier, but you can still find very hard waters, James, in France. Oh, I bet they are, Greg. You lucky sod. Hi, Doc Donkin. Thanks. I'll see you in here again. Give me a shout out. Nash reels are the mofo. Oh, blimey, that's a bit wrong, isn't it? I'll give you a shout out, Doc. Anyway. Yeah, Brian. Good advice. I used to do private tuitions, Chris, but there's so many people doing it, and I just don't get the time to do it anymore. I mean, this is as good. If you could get on any UK water, which one it would be? I'd probably go back to the day to Raysbury, probably 20 years ago. Hi Chris, I used to be quite busy with it, but I just don't have time to do it with my own business, and that just doesn't happen anymore. Hi Johnny. Right, have you tried liquid wire leaders? Really good for the price, well surprised. Liquid wire leaders, never heard of that one, Nigel. Tell me more. Just call mate, who's there now, looks good, yeah. Cold G, he's blinding. Oh, Michael. He's good actually, Michael. Raised me one spawning, yeah. Cheers, Luke. No, see, that's what you're all about, aren't we? Thank you, mate. James, no. Lovely bacon and mushroom wrap. Thought about Master Chef. I used to, Mark. Used to do tuitions. Cheap tech was fine as long as you fish safe. Yeah, it's what you're confident in, Michael, isn't it? Whatever you're confident in buying, it could be cheap, could be expensive. It's about you, isn't it? Let's get the catch carp. John Davey, got to go, Leon. Sorry, no. See you again, Carl. Don't forget, you can always watch this video back because it gets uploaded to YouTube anyway. So if you have to go, go, and then just watch it at a later date. Better than, hi Lewis, give you a little shout out. Lewis Barbrook, shout out for you. Reckons I'm better than Ali Hamidi. Well, I've always known that, Lewis. Most lakes will spawn. Just watch out for nest cheap reels. They're rubbish. One of your old DVs. Yeah, Brian. I haven't seen one of them for ages. How heavy are my rods? They're about 3.25 pounds, I suppose. Neon carp bar or camper, or probably camper a lot some of the times, or barrow. I like to barrow. I'd like to go as light as I can, but with all these things you have to take what you need, don't you? 2 years, but the carp thinks you're mental, talking to yourself. He's used to me talking to myself when I'm fishing for him. Cheers Sean for subscribing. No, I'm not in France, I'm in England, in Peterborough. Cheers Lewis, I'm fishing in Peterborough. Let's give you a look, let's give you a little, here you go guys, little look. Shift me thumb, sorry, it's just I'm having to push up, oh, and not knock it over. Can I get any better, Leon, on the live feed and woman's footy on the TV? Oh, there you go, isn't it? Yes, Nigel, I've had one, a £25 linear, lovely fish off the top today. Up the folly massive, yeah, that's where I am, John, I'm at the folly. Keeps lagging your end, oh, could be. Oh, I see him, Brian. Yeah, I see him down here. He was having a little trying to catch him with the floater fishing as well. I'm not sure if he had anything. He might have done, though. Oh, he certainly does, Brian. He's on the rats. Yep, I see him down here today. South near Gatwick area. Any thoughts? Oh, good. The Arcade Leisure Syndicates are good. The west near Heathrow. Down Gatwick area. Oh, don't really know down that way, if I'm honest. Sorry, Mark. What pound braid do you use on a spawn rod? I've got the Fox Impact Spod, you reckon? £50, depends on how thin it is, how far you want to cast. If it's nice and thin, make sure you use a leader. I use a nylon leader with all my spomming or marker float or anything like that, Doc. And it seems to help. Just gives you that little bit of give, you know. But at £50, if the diameter's okay, then brilliant. Well guys, we're going to wrap it up shortly. We're 33 minutes in and I've got to cook me dinner. Oh, quick one. Biscuit of the week, which is a new feature I'm starting. Now usually I go to Tesco's on the way and get a nice biscuit or two, but Mrs B has done me proud. Digestives McVitie's Caramel Crispies. These are the daddies, check them out. Those are the daddies. Don't forget guys, when this gets loaded up to Facebook, you can put all your questions in the comments and I'll answer them. Plus, what I do is I'll pick some of them and actually do a video on them. Cheers Mark, the rest of us subbing. I love a nice biscuit when I'm out fishing. Bourbons, a bit of Bourbons, Trev. Cheers Sean, big up Mrs B, she's special. And a shout out to Gavin as well, the big dog, and to Mrs B. Cheers Carper. It has happened before. There's been a few people watching it on the same lake thinking, look at that nutter talking to himself over there. Yeah, you got Max try, mate. They're the daddy. I'll be in about 10 minutes, Leon. Now top notch. Fishing a really weedy water, Leon. Clear spot, you're at a good baiting strategy. You can go a little bit heavier on weedy waters, Liam. I've found you can put a bit more bait in than I normally would do. Just find a couple of nice areas and just keep the bait going into them, and you'll catch them. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say good night, but I'm gonna give the 3 people who I haven't actually seen in here tonight, who have won the pop-ups. Where the pop-ups gone? They've each won. There's three of you guys have won a tub of the pop-ups who commented, who subscribed to my channel. The first one is this guy, To Be Sure. He's won, so please contact me, To Be Sure. Next one is Phil Humphreys. You've won a pot of the washed out SSP pop-ups. And Julie Easy Buy. Easy Buy? I can't see it because it's reflecting differently to me. So, those three people, send me an email or contact me through Facebook and I'll get them sent out to you. The three pop-ups. The three tubs of pop-ups. So you've got Julie Easby, Phil Humphreys and To Be Sure. Yeah, Brian, I reckon he did. Right, guys, I'm going to go. 35 minutes in. Thanks, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You know, the same old thing. Hit that bell icon, and I'll see you hopefully next week. But I've got another video coming out Monday. So, see you soon, guys, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Be lucky.